Hi, welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. When drawing from observation, I like trying to capture a scene rather than drawing one object. And of course, there's always so much more to see than just one object. Today, let's take our drawings beyond that one object or still life and draw more. What I like to do when I start a drawing is start with the foreground. When I sit somewhere, I often have something in front of me, for example, a drink. That is always a great starting point. It's what I'm doing here now too. I start with my mug here, and that's my very first bit. From here, I just start drawing the shape next to it and the one next to that, and so on, and that builds up to a drawing of the cactus on the right. I'll add a bit of shading, mainly to cover my mistakes, to be honest, but it also gives the drawing a bit of contrast, which I like. Now I will keep on going. What's on the other side of that mug? The first shape that meets the mug is that book, and from there on, again, I draw one shape after the other until I have captured the stack of books and the jar with brushes in it too. And now it's quite a nice still life, so I could leave it as is. But when I add the background, then I will give this drawing so much more context and a lot of depth too. I'm closing one eye, so I am seeing only from one clear angle. It really helps. It also helps to see the proportions much better. It's quite amazing how small that plant looks compared to the foreground. But it's what I see. I keep drawing one shape next to another, and the next, and so on. Still with one eye closed, I look at my foreground to get the proportions right. That top of the cactus in the foreground is breaking up the negative space between the chair's legs, off center to the right. The arm of the chair is just a little below the same height as the tip of that branch, that plant branch that sticks out. And this way I sort of measure my way through the shapes. I can add even more context by drawing the background of the background. And by adding some shadows, I put the focus on that seating area rather than on the foreground or its far background. I personally really enjoy drawing a place this way. You can do this at home, you can do it on location, it works anywhere. For example, when drawing on location, you can draw part of a car in the foreground to give the building that you are drawing some more context. Or branches of trees, they are always great in the foreground because they form kind of a frame and they steer the viewer's eyes to the part that you want focus on. I hope you will give this a try. Start with something simple. One plant or a mug in the foreground can actually already do the trick. And make sure you're not trying to draw too big of a space because that might be a little bit discouraging or overwhelming. Just start small. And enjoy. You will see me next week again here, so make sure not to miss out on that by subscribing to this channel. See you then. Bye.